The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a home. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Zubac finds George. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Doncic against Cousins. Here's Porzingis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Mavericks with possession here. Just 5 to shoot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. And that one's good. Leonard.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Doncic feeling it out. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Leonard. Inside, it's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Hardaway against Beverly. Here's Marjanovic. Basket good.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. And here's Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Zubac. Beverly with the ball. A three from Leonard. They get it back. Another shot. Back to Beverly. With the clock winding down. No good from Zubac.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
The shot by George, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Richardson, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Zubac. George passes to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Zubac has got his second bucket tonight.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Leonard from three. And George kicks to Leonard. The pass to Beverly. To the inside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George hacks a two-pointer. And the shot is long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the three, the small forward. Cauley Stein. It's good on the putback. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Jackson passes to Kennard. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Here's Cauley Stein. Pass to Finney Smith. Now Brunson. To the middle. And Finney Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
It's Redick on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. And it's a 12-point Dallas lead.
This is why you must play up on Redick, because he's terrific at shooting off the pass.
Jackson passes to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. Richardson attacking. Good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Richardson. Rondo against Brunson. He dishes it to Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rondo against Brunson. To stop the run. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson finds Richardson. Pass to Finney Smith. The tray. But they recover it. Powell dishes to Richardson. Brunson scanning the floor. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Clippers trail by 16. Now Rondo, and there's the pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Brunson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson's running. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Richardson the bounce pass. Out to Doncic. And the 3 ball is good. Doncic has got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And here's Porzingis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. And that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Back to Doncic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 9 points for Luka Doncic. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Steps back and fires. He squares up and sinks it. Doncic has got 11 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And Beverley kicks to Zubac. Beverley deciding where to go with it. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
The drive by Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Pass to Cousins. Back to Beverly. Down low. No good from Cousins.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clippers trail by 20. Outside, George, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Hardaway. Richardson with it. Outside Hardaway. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
For Los Angeles, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Passes it to Redick from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. Clippers trail by 21. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson against Brunson. To the left wing. 5 on the clock. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. That one goes. Count it. Powell's got 6.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Kennard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Finney-Smith, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Here's Kennard. Cousins dishes to Morris. Kennard the pass to Morris. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Brunson up top. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. Here's Leonard. That one wide left. Mavericks leading by 23. The pass to Finney-Smith. Now Kleba. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And the Mavericks with some changes. Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Burke. Pass to Kleba. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and the basket is good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Burke. Misses the three. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. And here's George for three. He can't hit that time. Mavericks leading by 23. Outside, Redick. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Pass to Kleba, who's back up. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Zubac the pass to George. Tipped away and stolen by Redick. The three for Doncic. Kleba kicks to Cauley Stein. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Burke with it. Back to Doncic.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Luka Doncic.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And it's Leonard missing. Dallas shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Burke the pass to Doncic. From deep. Shot clock reset for Dallas. To end the drought. Dallas again missing. Here now the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis, shoots over Batum, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for Portland, they've got Powell. Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Lillard against Beverly. Now, here's Nurkic. D right on him. Shoots from the block. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Leonard. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. They get it back. Cousins pass to Zubac. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. About a minute played so far here in the first. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's George. And that one, good.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easy.
Powell kicks to Lillard. Fires the three. Offensive rebound.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Leonard attacking. Banked in off the glass.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now, here's Lillard. Now, Nurkic. Lillard, the pass to Giles. Drills the baseline jumper.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Beverly for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Giles. McCollum's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. Here's Collins. Passes it to Simons. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Over Kennard. And that one is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. And Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here is Morris. Jackson with it. Now Anthony defending. Kennard for 3. Good D by McCollum. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. .124 left in the first quarter. Unhindered, going all the way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
The pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Feeds it to Cantor. The dish to Carmelo. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Jackson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Anthony right side. Picks it out to McCollum. Anthony on the wing. No one near him. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Kennard finds Jackson inside. Ibaka drawing the double team. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Man can't hit. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. McCollum, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Morris. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Anthony. Here's Simons. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trail. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so grounded.
Normal beginnings. You know, I'm from
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Man in at the 3. And here's George. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And here's George. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
he's an all-star
kidding.
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Giles. Here's Nurkic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Here's Powell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Lillard. Stolen by Beverly. Zubac's with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 8.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ibaka finds Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 3. Simons, the pass to Carmelo, misses from close range. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Anthony. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. He clearly has something left to offer.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
Jones kicks to McCollum. Back to Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
McCollum against Kennard. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Outside, Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. Kennard covering. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. He feeds it to Morris. Left side, Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And working Taking Kevin themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Ibaka hits both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, kicks to Powell. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Cousins, and it's all evened up. Cousins has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big. That's all for now. Say good.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got Robert Covington. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Clippers trail. Moving it up. Here's George, and Covington sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell finds Lillard. Count it. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Clippers trail by 4. Passes it to George. Zubac's with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. And that one is good.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now the feed to Lillard. And the pass to Giant. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
Is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly, so they take the lead. Rondo's got his first basket.
Well, over 1,000 steals in his career. Rondo remains a disruptive force.
Pass to Lillard. The 3. The second chance effort. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. Garrett Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Kennard. Drops in the layup for 2. Kennard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Kennard. He dishes it to Morris. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Portland has possession. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:11 left to play here in the third. McCollum with the ball. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Here's Simons. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum kicks to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Jackson. Dishes to Ibaka. Outside for Jackson. Back to Ibaka. It's Kennard. Top of the key. Lets it go from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by McCollum.
Tony's remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Kennard against McCollum. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Kennard.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Now McCollum. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Lillard. Setting the floor for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5. McCollum kicks to Giles. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Wow, the way Cousins runs the floor for a big man, he can really hustle when he sees a chance for an easy score.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Now the pass to Giles. Clock at 6. Nurkic in the post. Working on Zubats. Nurkic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. George passes to Beverley. Nobody near Leonard. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot from 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taken on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Collins comes in for Harry John. And it's popped. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's not tough to fall for the pump fake. McCullough loves fooling defenders and getting them up to lead their feet.
Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic to the paint. Covington passes to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And finished off by Leonard.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Lillard against Jackson. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic. Fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
George dishes to Leonard. High post to Baca. Back to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Here's Leonard outside for George. That shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. Anthony, the pass to Covington. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
What a calm player. I mean, Covington, even in high-stakes situations, he feels comfortable firing the way.
Here's George. And they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Covington passes to Lillard. And stolen by Cousins. Leonard inside. Anthony on him.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chant. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Anthony. And here is Los Angeles now. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the And in the locker room, each guy has been going over, and let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson, and it's Marjanovic in at the center. Now here's Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. 6 to shoot. Anthony finds Nurkic. Unloads. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Anthony against Doncic. Taken away by Anthony. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Lillard with the bucket.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
The drive by Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Yeah, very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Now, here's Nurkic. There's the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's McCollum for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Richardson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Even though he's slightly built, Richardson does play a physical game. Remarkable how much contact he absorbs.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
It's tipped. Here's Porzingis, and he lays it straight in.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. And he gets it to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Doncic. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's McCollum. Passes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Down low. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Richardson, no luck.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Pass to Powell. Outside, Jones. The dish to Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Richardson, good.
The attacking mentality of Josh Richardson right now, proving once again how tough a cover he can be.
Now Powell. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. 41 seconds left in the first. To the paint. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Out to Porzingis. Off with the layup. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell the pass to Cantor. Over to the wing. Pass to Simons. Kicks it out to Covington. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the small forward. Brunson against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. It's not going to go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Powell dishes to Cauley Stein, and the shot is good.
Well, the evolution of Cauley Stein on display here. You can see steadily growing confident in these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. This one for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Redick surveying the D. To the wing on the left. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. And stolen by Lillard. McCollum passes to Giles. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. A different look now for Portland. And there's the pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones hits the jumper in space. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Simons surveying the D. Passes it to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. The feed to Cantor. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. To the inside. Covington with the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Outside, Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lets a floater go. Hardaway against Jones. The putback, Porzingis on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Doncic comes with the double team. Cantor kicks to Powell. Here's Simons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Porzingis. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Powell.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard with it. He's got 9. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel.
Great trade.
And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. McCollum dishes to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Over Richardson. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. Back to Lillard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Zach Collins checked in for Giles. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Lillard dishes to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Doncic outside. Here's Marjanovic. Doncic finds Porzingis. Stolen by Collins. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Lillard.
Just so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is in the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Here's Simons. And here is Powell. Cantor, the pass to Powell. It's deflected. Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Powell kicks to Reddick. Here's Cauley Stein. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley Stein going through it that time.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Cantor, the pass to Simons. And here is Powell. It's up a 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. There's 1:17 left in the third. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Powell. Stolen by Cantor. Covington down low. Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on J.J. Redick. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Jones. High post, Cauley Stein. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Powell, the pass to Jones. Feeds to Covington. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Giles. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Takes it from 10. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now Lillard. McCollum outside. To the left wing. 5 on the clock. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Covington. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic is checked in. Doncic with it. Anthony on him. Out to Hardaway. Covington with the steal. Here's McCollum. Outside Covington. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard dishes to Anthony. The 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 9. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. From about 19 feet, the shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Richardson against McCollum. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Lillard outside. Misses off the left iron.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Nurkic with the steal. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
Doncic outside. And he makes that one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. From the high post. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Lillard.
And Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Doncic outside. The pass to Porzingis. Over Anthony. Nurkic with the block. Inside. Here's Lillard. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Yep, it counts. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lillard attacking. Marjanovic with it. 1:02 left to play here in the fourth. Down low. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Doncic with the steal. Here's Richardson. Doncic outside. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Anthony kicks to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And the Clippers starting five. DeMarcus Cousins out there, Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
5 to shoot. Beverly wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now Doncic. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Hardaway against Beverly. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Right wing, just 3 to shoot. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Leonard, that's for 2. Porzingis with the rebound.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Doncic against Beverly, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got 5.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's Leonard. Outside for George to end the run. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Zubac finds Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Passes it to Mann. Here's Zubac. Right side George. And the pass to Leonard. Outside for George. Now Zubac. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Rondo. They grab their own miss. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson gets a wide open look. And it's Dallas with another.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and he gets the bucket.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Doncic outside. Up top, Porzingis. Shoots over Zubac. Porzingis can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Leonard gets it to go.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Now here's Brunson. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. George against Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic. The putback. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Rondo. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Mann. Rondo on top. Brunson covering. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Richardson's running. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
And here's George for 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Burke is out there with Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Ibaka, no luck. Mavericks leading by 8. Pass to Kleber. Richardson outside. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Richardson. It's stolen by Morris. Passes to Kennard. Here's man. Jackson down low. Richardson covering. Shot clock at 6. And he's way off from outside. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Powell, the pass to Kleba. He kicks it to Richardson. Now the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Baca against Marjanovic. There's Jackson with the 3. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 10. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Pass to Kleba. He dishes it to Burke. Kleba kicks to Burke. Back to Kleba. Pass to Burke. Passes it to Powell. It's stolen by Morris. Powell with the steal. Burke looking over the floor, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers trail by 12. And George, here we go, makes it off the glass. George has got 5 points so far. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Stolen by Beverly. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this game.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Leonard.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Rondo kicks to Beverly. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Rondo. Over in the corner, Batum. Clock at 6. Rondo passes to Cousins. Stolen away. And here comes the break. Here's Doncic. The shot from the low post is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. And so it's Dallas looking at a 13-point lead heading into the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, win or lose. And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Ibaka, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the 3 spot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And here's Jackson following Porzingis' 3. Jackson with it, out guarded by Porzingis. Count the basket.
In addition to being a good floor spacer, Luke Kennard is shifty in the mid-range area.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein. Powell kicks to Finney Smith. The pass to Hardaway. For the 3. Cauley Stein. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Feeds it to George. Kicks to Beverly for 3. And it's George missing. Mavericks leading by 16. Doncic feeling it out to the middle. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George with the ball. He has 7. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. George has got 9.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Doncic finds Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Hardaway. Here's the 3. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Redick against Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. Kleber, no good. Clippers trail by 14. Kennard kicks to Jackson. There's the dish to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Mavericks leading by 12. To the paint. Here's Here's Kleba. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Now, here's Kennard. This is Morris. Richardson against Kennard. Jackson from long range. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
They get the rebound. Marjanovic passes to Kleba. Knocks down the three ball. Kleba's got 6 in the quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Jackson. Now, here's Kennard. Back to Ibaka. It's stolen by Marjanovic. A shot by Kleba. Wide open. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And so it's Dallas, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now, here's Cousins. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Cousins. Pass to Zubac. Porzingis with the steal. Mavericks leading by 18. Doncic outside. The pass to Finney Smith. 5 on the clock. Pass to Brunson. It's deflected. Porzingis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Porzingis has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Dallas. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Nobody near George. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Puts one up from 19. Cousins finds Leonard. Shoots over Doncic. Off the left rim and out. Dallas leading by 18. Dallas moving it around. Brunson against Cousins. Pass to Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Pushing the action, always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. Porzingis passes to Brunson. The 3 for Doncic. Dallas no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And they go to the intentional foul. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Redick. Kleba kicks to Richardson. It's tipped. Redick for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Redick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now here's Cousins. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Now Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard with the shot. And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks leading by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now George. After J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Beverly finds George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Richardson.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Redick passes to Marjanovic. That one falls.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's George. Powell pulls it in. Dallas with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Marjanovic kicks to Kleba. That 3 off the mark. Powell against Ibaka. Here's George. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. From deep. No good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. It was a tape. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Portland starts out with the ball. Here's Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Lillard left side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Zubac kicks to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by George, no good.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league. What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Zubac finds Leonard. Tips it up. Cousins on the follow.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's McCollum. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Beverly dishes to George. High post, Zubats. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And the rejection by Cousins.
The aggressive defense by DeMarcus Cousins, not content to just alter it, send it back.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. Right side, Covington. Shoots over Cousins.
This is the all-around impact of DeMarcus Cousins. Points, rebounds. There he gets the stop.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Lillard against Beverly. Passes it to Zubats. Back to Beverly from past the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Here's Simons. Cantor, the pass to Simons. There's the dish to Powell. Pass to Cantor. Left side, Collins. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And there's Collins on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Jackson passes to Morris. Kennard on the wing. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Back to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And I'll tell you what, Hollis Jefferson doesn't mind showing out a little bit. What a sensational leaper.
Outside Jackson. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Hollis Jefferson following the score by Reggie Jackson. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. Kicks it to Collins. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Batum. A rebound by Simons. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers leading by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the pass to Simons. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Back to Powell. He dishes it to Cantor. Batum with the steal. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Stolen by McCollum. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about him.
I know that when the main guy uses...
He's willing to bear the brunt. And he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
We've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Rondo in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Clock is at 3. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Cousins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. George dishes to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
It's McCollum on the wing. Passes it to Covington. Inside, stolen by Zubac. Left side, George. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Back to Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 6.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Leonard inside. Covered by Anthony. Again, Los Angeles.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
The pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, man. You're just saying that because it's true.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Pass to Ibaka. They swipe it. One-on-one here. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. 7-foot shot. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Portland leading by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. To the inside, and stolen by Cousins. Leonard attacking. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Leonard's got 6.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Leonard. Collins against Rondo, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Hey, right there. Lillard against Jackson. Dishes it to Ibaka. Back to Jackson with 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is and no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, and that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Anthony. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Stolen by Zubac. Cousins, the pass to Beverly. And a miss there on the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Down low. Anthony up on top. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Clippers trail by 4. George looking over the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. McCollum against Beverly. Lillard from outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. The game now all-time. George has got 4 this quarter.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, an aggressive player at the rim. Paul George has the kind of athleticism to make a defense look silly.
And here's McCollum. He kicks it to Lillard. The 3. Nurkic finds Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. shoots over Cousins. Covington's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Feeds it to Ibaka. Morris kicks to Jackson. Back to Morris for the lead. Sinks the three-pointer. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Passes to Pop. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hollis Jefferson passes to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, this is Enes Kanter's comfort zone. At the rack in a hurry.
Jackson with it. The dish to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. And there's the feed to Ibaka. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. It's good on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Jackson. 2 points. That one goes. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Here's Simons. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen by Morris.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Simons. 1 second left, and he sinks the layup. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of...
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers out in front, leading by just 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And they call the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Anthony looking it over. Lillard attacking. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Outside, George. Zubac kicks to George. Ibaka right side. Up again, and George able to finish. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, Paul George putting the size and the length that he possesses to be an effective force on the glass. Nice.
Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Covington finds Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard, and it's Covington atop the key. Lock at 6. Here's Anthony, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. George passes to Leonard. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Ibaka, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
And here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Shoots from the elbow, and again the Clippers good for 2.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Lillard on top. He's covered by Rondo. And Lillard gets double teamed. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Covington. It falls!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
George with no one around. And it's off from 3-point range. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with no one around. From outside off the mark. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. And there's the basket. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed. And the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Good!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Shot from the inbound. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go... These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So the Clippers win the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Fires from the wing. Yes, right through the net. McCollum's got the first basket here in overtime for Portland.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man pretty fast.
Portland leading. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum finds Nurkic. Outside Anthony. And the pass to Covington. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
Zubac the pass to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Beverley. Leonard inside. Anthony on him. Leonard no luck. Trailblazers leading by 4. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverley from 20 feet out. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation for Melo on the catch and shoot.
George double teamed. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Jacks up a 3. Out left to the wing. Zubac against McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
And Ibaka kicks to Beverley. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Anthony on the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard. Here's the Clippers. 6-point game. George fires. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Lillard with it. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Everyone. DA, it's all.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Porzingis tries yet again. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Lillard against Richardson. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Nurkic. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Lillard dishes to Covington. McCollum outside. Over Porzingis. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Richardson attacking. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And there's the pass to Richardson. Here's Doncic. Good D by Covington.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Second shot opportunity. Nurkic the pass to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Covington kicks to Lillard. Portland needs to get off a shot. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Anthony. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. 1:11 left to play in the first. Powell with it. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Out to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Powell. Here's Cantor. And the layup is good.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the paint. It's stolen by Marjanovic. He dishes it to Hardaway. Out to the wing. Pass to Marjanovic. That one good for two.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
There we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazers. 5 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Lillard. Buries it down low.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
Gets it off. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Enes Kanter. Norman Powell is out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Finney Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the wing right side. That's tipped. Powell with the steal. Kanter with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Collins, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Finney Smith passes to Brunson. Misses off the left iron. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Lillard. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Good on the bucket. Powell's got his first points of the game.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Here's Hardaway. The Blazers getting the bucket. Finney Smith kicks to Hardaway. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Cauley Stein kicks to Finney Smith. Sinks the triple. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Doncic against McCollum. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard misses.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Finney Smith passes to Cauley Stein. Doncic with it. Now Anthony defending. And it's Doncic missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Now, here's Lillard following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Lillard outside. McCollum against Doncic.
Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him.
Back to Cauley Stein. And it's good for two. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 11 now for the man.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Nobody near Nurkic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And that's
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Plenty of space. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard outside. And he hits the jump shot. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for Portland.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here's Porzingis. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Floats one. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Cauley-Stein passes to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. To the left side wing. Cauley-Stein dishes to Doncic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Doncic has got 5 points so far. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Lillard. To the middle. Covington passes to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And stolen by Richardson. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Richardson for three. Drills it from outside. Richardson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Boy, I love the size Richardson gives you in the backcourt. And also the shooting.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Mavericks leading by 13. Inside, Brunson kicks to Powell. Here's Kleba. Misses the three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Powell, he's checked in for Portland.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Brunson with it. Now defended by McCollum. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
No problems knocking that one down. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Brunson. Now the pass to Marjanovic. 46 seconds left in the third. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Here's Simons. Cullen passes to Carmelo. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Offline with his three. Here's Simons. The feed now to Anthony. From 10 feet out, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. And here's McCollum after Luka Doncic hitting the three.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Launches it. They get it again. And Brunson has it in the corner. Here's Cauley-Stein. It's good. And it's 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Pass to Powell. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Porzingis can't hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Doncic against McCollum. Here's Simons. There's the dish to Nurkic. Passes to Simons. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Trailblazers trail by 14. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Now, here's Doncic. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. It's good from long range.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Willie Cauley-Stein.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kleba kicks to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Back to Kleba. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now, here's Redick. Puts up a three. Rebound by Nurkic. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Covington dishes to Lillard. Pulls up. And the wing jumper offline. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.